कि लेट वैर और कॉन्स्ट के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस में. सबसे पहला, लेट कैन नॉट बी री इनिशलाइज्ड, वैर can be reinitialized, const cannot be reinitialized. Now having said that, if you say this only, interviewer will not understand. So what you have to say is, now for example, when you said it cannot be reinitialized means I have written let b is equal to lovey. Second, again I have written let b is equal to lovey. Okay, so this is not possible in let, but see, it's giving an error as cannot redeclare it. But it is possible in var. You can override the value, but you cannot redeclare it 2 times the same name. Okay, and in const what happens is you cannot redeclare, either you cannot override because it's constant. Once initialized, it cannot be you cannot override any value. So that is the first difference that you have to tell your interviewer. Okay, like this you need to explain. The second difference, and for example if I show you also like this, see there is no error, but here there will be an error. See, assignment to constant variable, because I have done console log. Okay, now the second difference between let, const and var is the let variable follows a block scope and a var variable follows a function scope. अब ये फंक्शन स्कोप ब्लॉक स्कोप क्या होता है? एनीथिंग विच इज़ इनसाइड द ब्रैकेट्स आर ब्लॉक स्कोप. ठीक है, और फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो फॉर वैर आई इज इक्वल टू 0, आई इज लेस देन 5, आई प्लस प्लस, कंसोल लॉग इनसाइड लूप 5. अब ये क्या करेगा? बेसिकली एवरीबडी नोज कि वो लूप चलाएगा 0 से लेके 4 तक, 5 पे वो बाहर निकल आएगा. ठीक है, सो ये कंसोल लॉग करेगा. After doing it, when you do outside the loop, it is inside your block scope, means in the brackets, but then too this will work. Okay. But then too this will work. See, 0 1 2 3 4 5, because var has a has a functional scope. Okay, whereas let has a block scope, so it will only in the brackets, it will only find I, after that it will not find I. So what error it will give is, see, I is not defined because there is no I. So that is the difference between a block scope, anything inside brackets, this is a block scope, anything you write inside it, that is let, and the rest is function scope, means आपका पूरा function. ठीक है, JavaScript like this is a file, so it follows a function scope, global scope, function scope, these. Okay, now third important difference is let, which usually people get confused. Okay, so ये बहुत important difference है, so we need to understand it. So everybody says that, क्योंकि वो कुछ इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस पढ़ते हैं और बता देते हैं कि var can be hosted and it is declared, and let and const are not hosted. But no, that is wrong. Var, let, const, all the variables are hosted. Okay, suppose for example मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है let a और let a2. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा? hosting I'll explain you later, वो एक और interview question है, but here I am just giving you a gist that for example there is a var variable. So a1 है, a2 है, सबसे स्टार्टिंग में on the top there will be hosting, all the variables will be, hosting is nothing but declaration. So var will be declared and it will be initialized with a value that is undefined. But let is also declared, but it is not let and const are not initialized with any value and they are just kept in temporal dead zone. इसके वजह से क्या होता है, जब आप let को यूज़ करना चाहोगे, I'll show you what the error it gives. इसलिए ये error नहीं देता I is not defined, but it gives a different error. It will not give not defined. Okay, it will give a different error. See, cannot access A2 before initialization. So इट इज़ डिक्लेयर्ड बट इज़ नॉट इनिशलाइज्ड, इज इन अ टेम्परेरी डेड जोन. सो ये 3 इंपॉर्टेंट डिफरेंसेस हैं बिटवीन लेट, वेर एंड कॉन्स्ट. थैंक यू.